On this day, there will be no talk of war, or politic, or disaster, or death.
Powerful. Powerful is the word that I would use to describe Ursula Rucker. As a person, as an artist, as a writer, and definitely as a mother. I mean, her children are outstanding.
She's honest, you know? She's very honest, and there's a level of integrity and a level of affection actually unparalleled.
Celestial. Yeah, she's a celestial being. She has this energy that it comes from somewhere in the heavens.
Ursula Rucker is my personal savior. I'm going to tell you how.
Ursula is what I call a consummate artist, always digging into her history, you know, always daring to taste her own blood. And she'll look up and say, it tastes good.
Hi, I'm Mike Minter, formerly with the Carolina Panthers. Keep watching Spike Spielberg.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Spike Spielberg Presents, and we're out here at the 8th Annual Cine Noir Film Festival in Wilmington, North Carolina, and we're here live with Miss Francine DeCoursey, activist and filmmaker, and she is making it do what it do. How are you tonight?
I'm great. I'm so glad you're here.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here. So now you've done some great documentary films. I believe I had an opportunity to see one my first time coming to this particular film festival. Would you tell us about your projects?
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the word great. I am an activist at heart. I've been working in the film industry for 25 years, but I find that I really want to shine a light on problems of injustice and social causes. So I found a way to kind of do that in documentary film. So the project you probably saw was called Remembering 1898. Moving Forward Together, a community effort toward racial reconciliation. And I tracked the work of the 1898 Centennial Foundation for 7 years as they moved forward to tell the story, honor the memory, heal the wounds, and restore the hope of the racial massacre of 1898.
Now, I mean, Wilmington has a great history of a lot of these particular cases. Do you feel that your documentary has helped improve some of the race relations here in the area?
Well, I don't take credit for that, but the combined effort of the Community Foundation, all of us working together, have really engaged the community in a dialogue that was not going on before. This racial incident that took place in November of 1898 was a well-kept secret in this community for over 100 years. So when the foundation started forming, I was one of the founding members, I realized that here was the story. Here's a city with a negative racial history trying to do something about it. And people from all over the community joined hands and hearts and minds to really kind of peel the scab off that ugly old wound, and so it could bleed, and then, only then, can healing begin once you've told the truth. So the community effort was the healing process that is still ongoing. You know, it took us 300 and something years to get here. We're not going to heal it overnight. But at least we began the dialogue, and I was honored to be in a position to track the work of the foundation. So for 7 years, I captured all of the work that they were doing in 45 hours and then edited down to a 45-minute piece. And that piece has aired on PBS several times, has aired all over the state and also all over the city, and is now being looked at as a model for racial reconciliation efforts going on across the country.
Wow, that is huge right there. You know, coming here to Wilmington, I mean, there's a lot of great scenery here with the beach. There's been so many films here, especially with the Screen Gym studio. We had an opportunity to go on a tour of the facility just yesterday, and it's amazing. So why do you feel people should come to Wilmington and shoot films?
Well, there's a billion reasons. First of all, Wilmington is a very well-established film community. We've been doing this for 25 years now. We've made almost 400 major motion pictures. So we've got a very savvy community. We've got a very ensconced infrastructure. We've got everything you need from the crew base that's been experienced and seasoned to a very to all the vendors that are required, to a diversity of locations from the river to the sea, a historic district that is perfect for period films. We now have a tax incentive of 15%. We're hoping to up that, but in the meantime, that dollar figure does not really reflect what you get for that. Because if you are going to another state where they have maybe even a more enhanced film incentive, they don't have what we have. They don't have the crew base that's been working together 25 years. They don't have the studio facility. They don't have all the equipment right here. And we have so much of it, they don't have to travel the crew in, so you save travel, lodging, and per diem right off the top.
I can work with 15% myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, back in the day, it wasn't necessary to have incentives. Now it's starting to be something that people always look at. But it's a kind of unfortunate that people are always looking at just the bottom line. Granted, everybody's looking at that in today's economy. But because we have really earned our stripes in this filmmaking community, that's only a part of the puzzle. The real part of the puzzle is the heart and dedication of this seasoned film crew and the infrastructure we've spent 25 years building.
Young black man here in the South, in Wilmington, North Carolina in particular, it was hard. In the 9th grade, I was going to Williston Junior High School, and the only thing I could think about is when I get to Williston Senior High School. That's where all the blacks always wanted to graduate from, Williston Senior High School. It was the greatest school under the sun.
Williston had a way of putting something in your heart: respect, dignity, pride, responsibility, and always for the other person. We adored the maroon and gold colors, the marching band, that the kids, regardless of black or white, would follow this band when they came down the street because of the drums, the drum section. It just gave you something to look forward to, and putting on those colors and representing this school, this city, it meant something special. I was an athlete. I played football. I was one of the best tackles in the state of North Carolina, and an all-state offensive center. I excelled in football because I enjoyed it. Maybe it was the physicality of the game, but we had stars at any rate. You're turning out guys like Sam Bowens, Meadowlark, Lemon, you understand what I'm saying? And quite as it's kept, Althea Gibson attended Williston. So that speaks for itself. These people went on to professional heights in life, all provided by the greatest school under the sun.
My goals was to be one day one of the best musicians out here in America. And as I got older, I began to think about becoming a lawyer or a doctor. At Williston, we were all like a family. It was a very devastating thing during the summertime when I was told that I wouldn't be able to go to Williston Senior High School. It would have been awesome for Willie Vereen to have graduated from such a place. And all of a sudden, my dreams were shattered when I had to go to an all-white school.
Mm-hmm.